Today I'm gonna give all of my villagers 100,000 bells, and we're gonna see exactly what all of them would do with the money. Will they give it back? Will they invest in the turnip market? Are they gonna become venture capitalists? Or are they going to just buy a sock? Or two? We'll find out in this video. So I started off by going to the Nook terminal and getting out 1,000,000 bells. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a dent in my savings. And I had high expectations for my villagers. I was like, yes, they're finally gonna become bougie villagers. They're gonna be like in the top of Wall Street, going crazy, throwing cash outside of windows, swiping credit cards through diamond-crusted pizza slices. This is gonna be amazing. I walked outside the bank and I saw Maggie in her dress holding an umbrella, and she said, "I'm sorry, I don't feel like I can accept this. Here you go." Maggie, we've all seen your house. There could be lots of renovation there. Whatever. Then I encountered Apple, who looked like she was about to jump into the rivers of Animal Crossing. She did not look like she was having a good day. So I just kept walking. I said, oh, I'll buy her some gum at Nook's Cranny later to make her feel better. This is not the day to talk to Apple. Then I saw Sherry. Sherry has been on my island since day one. We all know that the starter villagers do not have the best houses. I know she can take this 100,000 bells and invest it in something good. And of course, such a good Samaritan, Sherry said, "No thanks, no thanks." Whatever, Sherry. Time to go to Cherry, who I walk into her house. I know she loves money. Oh no, sister's coming down with the cold. I promised I wouldn't joke about coronavirus anymore, so we're not gonna do that. But Cherry's got something really bad, and she asked me to get her some medicine, and I will get her some medicine, but it's gonna come out of her 100,000 bell check. It's not coming out of my finances, it's coming out of yours. Next, Pom Pom, and Pom Pom loves everything bougie. I imagine her married to a very rich goose husband who buys her, very expensive Gucci dresses as if they were sardines that she would eat outside of a pond, but no. So I gave her the bells. In an extreme twist of events, Pom Pom denies the 100,000 bells and says, I mean, I could, but I can't, But you can use this money to buy my merch when I become super famous. You better bet, Pom Pom, I'll be buying your merch when you're super famous. Next up, Marina's house. I walk inside and it's something better than I think anyone could have imagined. It's better than 100,000 bells. It's better than 1,000,000 bells. Lolly and Marina were having a hangout in their house. I'm sorry, but the photo shoot in here is worth like 10 million bells to me. This is insanity. So many cute things are happening here. Halfway through our 3-person hangout between one person, a cat, and an octopus, by the end of this video, I will be giving away the audience tons of bells too. So stay tuned to the end of the video to see what that giveaway is, because I promise you, it's a lot. I gave Marina the 100,000 bells in front of Lolly, which might not have been a good move, and she definitely declined that. I'm like starting to take a hint now that obviously my villagers aren't going to accept this money, but I am determined to see all their reactions, and I will be doing something really special with this money in a little bit throughout the video, so stay tuned. Back to the hangout, Lolly was talking about how some of the furniture in Marina's room screams Marina. So I looked at the bed for a second and, Marina! Yeah, wow, the furniture really does scream Marina. Maybe even a little too loud. I went to the final person I was gonna give money to, Zucker, and he was building something really, really interesting. Zucker was building a bone door plate, and he actually gave me the DIY of what this bone door plate looks like. And I actually have a picture in real life of what this bone DIY looks like. Yeah, I don't think Zucker can write too well with tentacles as hands. Anyways, I gave him the bells, and this was his reaction. He was he was a little suspicious about it. He was like, it's real great, but I can't take your money. Take it back. Okay. He was very funny. Then I went to go get Lucky the money, and I realized maybe I shouldn't. I looked all around his house, and it was very scary. It was very, graveyard Halloween. Maybe he just, what are all these grave sites from? Did he just kill 3 other people? I don't know. Are these where the bodies of all my old villagers are stored? Whose skeleton is that? Is that Raymond's? Uh-oh. I decided to not give Lucky the money, just out of fear. Then I just watched him. Then I did a little bit of a dog watch for a second. I watched him walk around his house with a lollipop. I don't know how he takes bites of the lollipop, like through the bandages. Like those bandages around his head probably like smell like cherry licorice. Maybe that's a good thing? I don't know. I took a hint. Obviously, my villagers are not going to accept any of the money I give them. So I went to Nook's Cranny for a few days, and I bought some of the most expensive things I could find. I bought a really expensive guitar, really expensive mural. I bought a guitar. I bought a cute vanity. I bought a lot of good stuff. I bought this really scary looking demonic mirror. Very cool stuff, and I know a lot of my villagers will like what I got them. So I went to Maggie, and I gave her a coffee cup. You know, I feel like she could use a coffee cup, and this was her reaction. It was like a really amazing Animal Crossing gift exchange. I gave Sherry a study desk, and in return, she gave me a caterpillar costume, which I love and put right on. You better bet I put that thing right on, not even washed. I probably should have washed it at home at first. I don't know where this caterpillar costume has been, but I put it right on. Pom Pom, of course, I gave the cute vanity to, and Marina a dish drying rack. And Zucker, of course, Zucker had to get something special, especially after he gave me that DIY, so I gave him the super expensive arcade machine. And Cherry, I gave that gothic mirror to. I know she's gonna eat that up. She would love something like that. The next day I went to Zucker's house to see if he put up the arcade machine I spent so much money on, and wow, what a proud mom I was. Right up on his wall the very next day, and he had Apple over to play with it. Isn't that so much fun? He invited Zucker invited Apple to play with his new arcade machine. Ah, that is so fun. That is so cool. But then I was like, you know what? We should watch Zucker and Apple's play date. And it was just as weird as you'd think it was. They kept bumping into each other. It was like a game of tag. I gave Pom Pom a second gift because I was like, you know what? I love Pom Pom. Well, the video is almost over, but before I go, I am going to give away 1 million bells. All the leftovers right here. All you have to do is comment down below what you would buy with the 1 million bells, and I'll be giving away 1 million bells to one random comment. Okay. Make sure to keep watching Animal Crossing skits and challenges like this with a playlist in front of you, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. I want to give a quick shout out to someone who means a lot to me, Rebecca H. Thomas. I gave a lot of thanks to for making my new Pokemon stream layout, and she hand drew this Pikachu, and very, very, very good stuff in my border and everything. She's a great up-and-coming designer. Go check her out, Rebecca Thomas. Link in the description.